people, bring it in, bring it in. Listen, I know you miss me. Listen, fear not. I'm coming bearing gifts of due diligence like I do every single time. People can borrow about 15 minutes of your time to update you on your riches. Good deal, good deal. Listen, you got to smell it now. It's got to reek of V12s. Y'all got to understand how we get into this now. But again, before we get down to anything, you already know how we just come off the top. That was for the naysayer. Listen, I'm really getting loose with the hand at this point. Any naysayer I slap, bottom lip off. But like y'all already know, you're here with your favorite host, the chocolate Confucius. Mr. 99,000 thoughts and counting. That's correct. That's correct. The original V12er. As you know, the racks are always in the middle. What they say, they can't catch me without the racks in the middle. The undisputed champion of due diligence. Like I said, it's almost wizardry at this point. And to my naysayers, you can just call me the ultimate. That's right, it's Money Montgomery, y'all. Lock in, lock in, lock in. We got some great information. Obviously, I've been sitting low, obviously collecting data. Not much is transpiring in the aspects of that needs to be reported on an everyday basis, but obviously we like to compile everything to show what's rolling in the background. Obviously, XRP sitting at 293 on a pop. We saw as high as 299 again. Relevant to me. I know what I hold, and I know we are realistically weeks away, but a better timeline to give yourself 3 months from when you're looking back, you're going to be saying, oh, I wish I had a Baltimore at 293, because it's all lined up and it's getting quite serious. If I may, say so myself. Ethereum sitting at 42.88, Bitcoin at 111,000. Markets all been good because there's not really been any reason for any FUD. But you know how they're going to try to, September is such a crazy month. Hey guys, there's nothing in front of crypto or stocks realistically. But like I said, let's get straight down to the information. Breaking: Nasdaq files with the SEC to allow tokenization and blockchain listing of stocks. Now again, I told you all that all of this was going to intermingle, and how we had, just like we had medical and all these different parties, we just had a company that I reported on last video to where everything that they're kicking out has to do with this tokenization thing. And I told y'all, even with, me and my youngin got a couple of options running on Webull, following in the trends with Robinhood deal, because they brought in tokenization of stocks. They got a tokenized Tesla coin and all this. But I told y'all last year, I was like, this was going to turn into the new stock market. Does anybody remember? Put the money back in the chat if you listen. Do y'all remember me telling y'all this is stock market 2.0? Except it's the market where you can buy and sell anything. Crypto, right? Okay, guys, here it is, rolling and compounding. We're rolling in, and what I love about this all is, again, the key word here, tokenization. And again, y'all know what XRP does, right? Oh, you just thought it was a cross-border settlement? No, tokenization as well. This is what I'm trying to tell all y'all. The settlement process. Oh, you're not getting it? Oh, Brandon, this doesn't make sense. Why would that? Y'all do remember we bought Hidden Road, right? Which is a massive exchange that is utilizing XRP to settle all the transactions. You didn't think that this was you didn't take that as a signal note that, oh wait, all these crypto and stock exchanges are gonna be, all right guys, come on now. But let's get down a little bit further. Let's read a quick little article. Nasdaq files with SEC to allow trading of tokenized securities on its platform. Nasdaq has filed a proposal with the SEC to allow stocks and exchange traded products be listed on its main market to be traded in either traditional digital form or tokenized form. Reuters reported Monday. Now again, guys, you've got to lock in. Obviously, family, I think everybody's been on point. But again, for everybody new that's rolling in, welcome to the Money Mafia. But hey, guys, you're really teetering on the time period of where you're coming in with what some might say be a little bit too late. Obviously, I'm expecting 10,000 coins. So, hey, $15 and $20 coin is going to be good to somebody. But again, we started off around 32 cents over here. But we're really kind of kicking up out of that outer breach. But notice how all this, guys, this is your SEC. Nasdaq files with the SEC. The Nasdaq, yes, what we trade our stocks on, filed with the SEC to bring in crypto. And I told y'all guys, I said when that ISO 222 hit, it was about to everything. That was a switch. But see, it can seem a little slow and they can fudge you a little bit. And people, oh no, you didn't. I'm telling you guys, pay attention to the company, not the price. This will be the first time tokenized securities are allowed on a major U.S. exchange if approved. The filing follows the SEC's ruling agenda, which includes potential amendments to permit crypto trading on national exchanges and alternative trading systems. If approved, investors could buy Nasdaq listed shares that settle in token form without changing how orders are routed, priced, monitored, or reported. The Nasdaq said tokenized securities must carry the same material rights and privileges as traditional shares. Again, here we go. Merging. I told y'all this stock market 2.0. This stock market 2.0. The exchange flagged concerns about Europe when some platforms sell tokenized U.S. equities without providing actual shares. It projects that the first token settled trades could arrive in late Q3 2026, pending the depository trust company infrastructure. This move comes amid rising demand for tokenized assets. Banks like Bank of America, Citi are exploring these products, while Coinbase has sought SEC approval to offer tokenized equities. Guys, are you hearing me? Guys, I didn't say Brandon. I said the Nasdaq and the SEC, because banks like Bank of America and Citi, which we've already reported on this, are already exploring these products, while Coinbase seeks after. Come on. They didn't hear me when I said it was a world coin. They didn't hear me. But maybe you'll hear this, right? Robinhood CEO Vlad Tenev says, it's time to move beyond Bitcoin and meme coin into real world assets. Now, I told y'all when that lady came on, I forgot if that was like an old treasury, but she came and she said, mass majority of these cryptos will not make it. Meme coins, this is a utility focused bull run. And I told you, I said, guys, utility, real world asset. Again, XRP sitting in the top 100 of most valuable assets. But let's just take it from this man's mouth, right? Again, Robinhood on explosive move, 90, what is it saying? It's sitting at $91 or somewhere around $91, $100. But based off of the fact that they allowed tokenization to the EU. It's not in the US yet, but the EU can buy tokenized assets like Tesla stock, which is obviously pushing money into crypto and pushing money into the stock market as well. But let's see what this man says.
I believe
fair use. I said fair use.
It will make it easier to invest in American companies if you're outside the world. It will also bring the markets into 24/7 and fully on-chain and get all the benefits that crypto technology levies on these traditional assets. So I think it's time to move beyond Bitcoin and meme coins into real-world assets that exhibit fundamental utility. I believe it will make...
Right there at the end, what did it say?
That exhibit to real-world assets and meme coins. Time to move beyond Bitcoin and meme. I think it's time to move beyond Bitcoin and meme coins. I think it's time to move beyond Bitcoin and meme coins. I think it's time to move beyond Bitcoin. I think it's time to...
Now, guys, and I want y'all to pull a bull emoji in the chat if y'all are obviously listening. This just lets me know when people are listening, taking things in. But y'all remember when Brad Garlinghouse and Ripple donated Bitcoin, their king's head? And a bunch of articles just kept coming out, basically removing Bitcoin from, they don't know there's not going to be a Bitcoin treasury. No, the Bitcoin is not going to be the, and I told y'all, Bitcoin, beta test coin. I said there's a reason why they didn't produce that many, right? They were testing for, again, what they said, the greatest distraction for what was about to be the greatest disturbance, XRP. But now, guys, they're coming out and flat out telling you, hey, we need to get past Bitcoin. You're like, Bitcoin's at 111,000. But that's because this is not the coin. Let's hear it again.
To move beyond Bitcoin and meme coins into real world assets that exhibit fundamental utility.
Well, according to my chart, past Bitcoin, there's Ethereum and there's XRP, but Ethereum doesn't do cross-border settlement. That's just an exchange. So who could they be talking about? I don't know. Anyway, it might come to me. But nonetheless, rolling through further, right? So again, you've got Vlad Tenev, you got your SEC, you got Nasdaq filing SEC to bring in tokenized assets. You've got Vlad Tenev of Robinhood telling you, hey, the time is now to move into real world assets. And global financial, and again, ISO 222, I just want everybody to remember this now. ISO 222, a global financial messaging standard that enhances transaction speed, security, interoperability. It enables seamless communication between banks, payment networks, and financial institutions. Cryptos like XRP, XLM, XTC, Algo, and IOTA align with ISO 222, positioning them for the mainstream adoption in cross-border payments. Now, do y'all remember when I brought that and this dropped out? And I was like, wait a minute, there's no Bitcoin in here. And I was like, guys, these are the coins that they're going to be using. Stable coins and IMF approval. The IMF, International Monetary Fund, recognizes certain digital assets like Stellar, XLM, and Ripple XRP for their potential in cross-border payments. These assets align with the global financial standards, ensuring stability, security, and efficiency in digital transactions. Because again, guys, there's only one coin that has global financial approval as well as financial approval inside the United States. Y'all remember they're buying them, claim this is their coin. ISO 222 dropped what last month? What? How far was that? A month ago, guys? Is that less than a month? 3 weeks ago? Guys, sit down. That's what I try to tell you. All this, oh, it's dipping and it's crashing and it's, guys, you know what you hold. Do not get flooded out now. Y'all said y'all wanted riches. We're so close. Don't get it twisted. But here we are. Just in. Watch a guru. Eric Trump says the modern financial system is changing and crypto is rewriting rules. Again, how much more can they put it in your face? Are y'all are y'all seeing this? Here we are. Hey, fair use. They don't listen to me.
The modern financial system is changing every single day, and crypto is rewriting the rules.
Yeah, no, and certainly it is something that we've seen.
The modern financial system is changing every single day, and crypto is rewriting the rules.
Yeah.
Guys, do you understand? And people have to understand this as well. Part of why this is being pushed so hard, and I told y'all it was a black swan event when that orange man jumped on board, is because he's looking at it like, wait a minute, I got a way to pay this debt down. Literally. The national debt can be erased. A non-tax system can occur, and actually on the back of this financial technology. It'll be the greatest way for him to look like the greatest president in history, right? And like I said, guys, the whole plot and play of this all was that we are front-running institutions. We beat them to what we knew they were going to need. Oh boy, what a time to be alive. But guys, you can't miss how it is. Massive. Watch a guru. Just in, the U.S. House Committee of Financial Services calls for the Senate to pass a Clarity Act. Guys, so now you got the Nasdaq talking to the SEC about, hey, crypto, hey, tokenization, need to get this rolling. And then you got the House Committee of Financial Services calling to the Senate to go ahead and urge them to pass the Clarity Act for the market structure bill. Guys, it don't get, do you see how close we are, guys? Guys, we are realistically days from movement, but we are weeks from massive jumps. You got to see how it's unfolding. They're on the news with it like never before. Why? Here we are. CFTC chair confirms banks are moving into BTC. Moving to crypto plus BTC. XRP was literally built for this moment. Here we are. Fair use. Go ahead and drop down. Like I said, guys, look at how public they're making it, and you got to hear what she's saying.
Prohibited banks from engaging in digital asset activities without getting a letter of non-objection from the from the bank regulators. The infamous SAB 121, which I think the SEC forgot that banks are public companies and that banks custody things. So, clearly getting that rescinded by acting chairman Uyeda on the second day, I think, in office was huge. So banks can do these activities. Of course, JP Morgan has been very active in the digital asset space, as has BNY, as has Citi and all the other banks. It's been quiet. Now I think you're going to be able to see them really accelerate. So
Switch flipped.
all of these projects that everybody's been working on since 2016, now we're going to start seeing more deployment, more volume, and so on and so forth. And a lot of it's been done, frankly, through portfolio companies and strategic equity investments, and so you'll see that deployment. But it's really the bank regulators and making sure, again, that the bank regulators are comfortable with the banks, with their risk governance frameworks, and then a lot's going to start to happen.
Hey, CFTC chair confirms banks are moving faster into crypto. And what does she keep saying at the end of those statements? And then something crazy is going to happen. And then you'll see the guys, don't miss the opportunity. Guys, they're putting it in your face. These are officials. These are the CEOs of the fintech space. These are heads of the fintech space. These are officials. These are officials. Hello? Breaking. Grayscale XRP Trust net asset value surges over 400,000 in a year. Or excuse me, I said 400,000. 400% in a year.
Oh my God!
4x off the XRP Trust for Grayscale. Now, and what that tells me and why I had to post it, because I was like, hey, do you guys think that these companies sit up here and watch the other mega companies make a bunch of money and they're not going to follow in the footsteps? If you don't know one thing about institutions, do they not just follow the big dog? You've got to understand how big this is going to get, guys. 10,000 a coin minimum. I'm telling you now, keep rolling through, though. It gets better. President said Bitcoin takes a lot of pressure off the dollar. It's more important than anything we invested in. Guys, can I get a fair use and understand that we're in a Black Swan event? Go ahead now.
I became a fan of crypto, and to me,
Hey,
it's an
hey, YouTube, don't play with me, by the way. I said fair use. I know y'all be trying to play around whenever I put this orange man on here, but hey, got to do it. Content first. Get it.
industry. I view it as an industry, and I'm president, and we've dominated that industry. It's a big industry, by the way. In fact, when the stock market went down recently, crypto and Bitcoin and all of that went down much less than anybody else as a group. And we've created a very powerful industry, and that's much more important than anything that we invest in. We invest in it, but really that was an industry that wasn't doing particularly well. I got involved with it a couple of years ago. It's become amazing. I mean, it's the jobs that it produces, and I notice more and more.
Guys, they're pushing our money up. Like, does anybody realize the situation that we're in right now? The plan is went down immaculately. Now it's just a matter of sitting steady and letting this thing finish doing what it needs to do. We are in a Black Swan event. The president is pushing your money. I told him I was a B12 person. But boy, oh boy, just wait.
You pay in Bitcoin. I mean, people are saying it takes a lot of pressure off the dollar.
Guys, it's a money thing at the end of the day. It only makes sense to the institution. What bank, what institution isn't going to be moving their money 7 seconds at the cheapest cost? No middleman. What bank can resist it? None. Again, let's keep rolling through and let's finish off with this, guys. Look, Kitty Nugent breaking. The U.S. bank announces as of September 3rd that the banking giant provides XRP and crypto custody service for fund managers and ETF providers. Now, again, guys, this is a $12 trillion, I think, enterprise, they said. A $12 billion, I think it's $12 trillion enterprise. Bank. Just like I told y'all. Look at this. The last they've been sitting on the sidelines. They told y'all there's trillions of dollars that have been sitting on the sidelines just waiting for what? XRP cleared that case, right? ISO 222 drop. Now the money on slots. And this is why I told y'all by the end of 2025, it can't be less than $10. It's just almost impossible. Look at what's occurring right now, 3 weeks after ISO 222. Go look back on the videos that have been dropped. Look at the information. But like I said, guys, do what you're going to do. But please watch my shoes and know, if you are not getting where we are in this right now, just know I hope that you really like oatmeal and ramen noodles. Because my boy, you're finna cry. But listen, let me get this edited up. Still got to drop this off. Go to the gym. But like I said, this is what hustlers do, guys. I'm built for it. Y'all hold it down. Let me get it edited up. You know what time it is, right? We're rich. Oh, yeah.